Yo, what's up, everyone? My name is Andrew Warren, and I just realized I completely finished my whole commentary or like recording on the past video and realized that I was not recording whatsoever. So I'm resetting this once again. But anyways, as you can see, Tesla hit a low point of 12.15% today, which is absolutely crazy. As you can see, ever since that 1110 marker, it's been a downhill run right here, and then it's rebounded a little bit, but basically as I was recording I was seeing this occur. So we hit a low point of minus 12.15% today, which is absolutely crazy. And as you can see, we're currently at minus 8.44%, or minus $528. So I've lost $528 today. And just to address some of the things I mentioned in the previous commentary, I noticed that a lot of people have been saying this lately, that I'm crazy for not selling, or why haven't I short sold Tesla already? And I've answered this in a few of the comment sections, but my response to that would just simply be that you can never really consistently predict the market. So if you try to short sell, it's likely that you're not going to be able to predict the bottoms and the highs to be able to make a profit most of the time and do it consistently. You may be able to do it every so often, and I've done it every so often as well with stocks like Space, but it's not something that occurs very often, and I honestly don't try to predict the market that much. And I would consider short selling trying to predict the market or time the market. And one of the biggest rules of investing is that you don't want to try to time the market, because it's very hard to consistently do so. And I think another huge aspect that a lot of people don't take into consideration is, and I mentioned this in the comment section on some of my other videos as well, is that when people try to short sell something, for example, say that someone told me to sell Tesla yesterday at 878 when I bought it at a price of $700. So a lot of people would believe or conclude from that I gained $178 if I bought back in at 700. But what most people don't realize is, if you've owned that share for less than a year, you owe short-term capital gains taxes on that, which is usually just whatever your tax rate is. So for example, let's say my tax rate is 30%. So that means that you will not benefit or gain $178 in total. You'll basically owe like 30% taxes on whatever the gains were of that, from whatever base price you bought at to whatever you sold. The distance between those two, the gains, whatever those gains are, you'll be taxed at like a 30% rate or whatever your tax rate is. And that's another huge issue that I have with short selling, is that basically it's kind of hard to do the math, and it's easy to mess up and end up losing money when you think that you're sort of just gaining a little bit or squeezing out some pennies on certain trades and stuff like that, when you're actually going in the hole, because at the end of the year you're going to have to pay short-term capital gains tax rates on those, and you end up with less gains than you thought. That's just another huge reason why I like to hold long-term, because with long-term capital gains taxes, it's only like a 20% tax rate, which is much nicer than paying something much more depending on your income. And in addition to that, I simply just like to hold stocks long term. I'm in it for the long term. I spend a long time thinking about which stocks I'm going to specifically buy, and that's why I only hold 4 main stocks in my complete portfolio that are large holdings. So when I purchase a stock, I purchase it for long term, and I don't want to actively have to manage that every single day. I just want a nice high quality stock that I can hold for 40 years and not touch it and end up gaining a lot of money from it in the future. And that's what I expect out of stocks like these, and even like Tesla. So that is one of the main reasons I don't try to short sell it. But that is just to address one question that I often get around Tesla. And then also another thing to mention is, if you don't know already, I believe a lot of this drop is attributed to Elon's tweets on Twitter recently, where he keeps talking about freedom and how the Rona situation and the lockdown is going against the freedoms of Americans. But that's not even the hugest effect of why I think this stock dropped today. It's because he said something along the lines of, Tesla stock is too high anyways, in my opinion. And honestly, I love Elon Musk. I love what he has done for humanity and how he's revolutionized many industries across different sectors. But I just don't know what in the world he is thinking by tweeting this. Like, I'm not pressed about it or angry about it or anything, but I just don't understand the point of tweeting something like that. Obviously, there's going to be a few people out there that think it's funny, but is that one meme tweet worth 10% of your stock going down and shareholders getting angry at you? And I wouldn't say the whole 10% is down because of that tweet, but I definitely think a large part of that percentage is because of that tweet, because there's going to be a lot of people out there, and there already are a lot of people out there that don't necessarily trust trust Tesla 100%, but they're in it just because of that fear of missing out. And they're maybe like a lower risk tolerance investor. So if they hear the CEO of the company they're investing in saying that they don't think the stock is worth what it's at right now, then I can definitely see people like that selling the stock. And I just really, truly don't understand why Elon Musk thought that was a good idea to tweet if he's not hacked. I just don't see the point in it. And like I said, I'm a huge Elon fan, so it kind of disappoints me because you would think that he is smarter than to tweet something like that. I really don't understand it. But anyways, it just is what it is, and I'm holding Tesla long term, so this is just a temporary setback or road bump that's not even going to matter or even be visible in the far future, in my opinion. It's not even going to be relevant. But I do like to cover it in the meantime just because it's interesting. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you did, please make sure to smash that like button. Drop a like on the video. And if you would like to start investing, feel free to use my referral links for Robinhood and Webull. If you sign up with Webull and deposit $100, you'll get 2 free stocks, which can be valued up to a good amount. And as always, anything I say in these videos are not to be considered financial advice. It is simply just me discussing my opinions and thoughts about the stock market. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. And I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week once again, since this will be like my second video today already. But hope you all enjoyed. Peace.